I got another question. When we got off these slave ships, what happened to us first and foremost?
Stripped everything.
Okay, they stripped everything. What else? Huh? Yeah, they beat us. But something happened before that too. I want all y'all to come forth. Come look. I want y'all to look close at this telegram. This is a real telegram that took place during the early 1800s. Say it again, sister.
They sold us.
She said they sold us. What about you, Davey? You agree? Okay, we got two. Shelby, what about you? Okay, I want y'all to read it. Somebody help me out.
The highest price.
All persons that have slaves to dispose of will do well by giving me a call, as I will give the highest price for men, women, and children. Any person that wishes to sell will call at Hill's Tavern and Shannon's Hill for me, and the information they want will properly be attended to.
So wait a minute. What did he just say? If you got something for sale, I'm gonna buy. Here's my number. This is what he did. This is a real telegram that took place during the early 1600s. Our history. But guess what? It started in the Bible. So read it from the top. I want to keep that thought in your head. We were sold, like the sis said. Read.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
You go into slavery again.
With ships.
On ships.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee.
Come on.
Thou shalt see it no more again. And there,
when you got off the slave ships, what happened? Read.
Ye shall be sold.
Ye shall be what?
Be sold.
Ye shall be what?
Be sold unto your enemies for bondmen.
For slave men.
And bondwomen.
And slave women.
And no man shall buy you.
Meaning what? When we were sold, men rose up time after time to deliver us from that captivity. Nat Turner tried, they killed him. You had the civil rights era. Malcolm X, MLK, Gabriel Prosser. All these men tried to redeem us, but they could not. Because you want to know why? It's of the Lord. What's going on, sis? Right now we're going over who we are. This is the daughter?
Granddaughter.
Granddaughter, okay. So what we covering is history in the Bible, right? And you got my brother over here, man. It's a pleasure to see all y'all. So I got a question for y'all. I'm gonna start with you. I'm gonna start with your name, because I don't like to be sitting up here talking with a mic. I like to, engage. What's your name?
Shelby.
Shelby?
Yeah.
Who we got here? David. And what's the name?
Ayana.
Ayana, David, and Shelby. I got a question for all three of y'all. According to the Bible, who are the black men and women today? Who are we? And just throw out anything you can think of, just throw it out there. Damn. I mean, he got a point. We are slaves, but who are we as a people? You get what I mean? What is our nationality? That's what I'm asking. What is our nationality according to the Bible? He said Hebrew. Okay, I like that. What about you, Dave?
You got me on the spot.
You don't know?
No, I don't know.
How about you, Ayana?
You don't know.
Get Isaiah chapter 1. You know what's so crazy? Right now, we're fitting Bible prophecy.
That's right.
Right now, we're fitting it because the Lord even said in the spirit of Isaiah, they ain't gonna know. But that's the point of why you're here right now.
Right.
Watch this, read.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 1 and verse 3. The ox knoweth his owner.
So God is going into an allegory, or he's giving an illustrated meaning of what he's about to explain. He says an ox knows his owner. A very dumb animal, but he knows who owns him, right? Read on.
And the ass his master's crib.
The jackass is another dumb animal, but you could drop that jackass off miles away from home. He goes right back to his master's crib. Meaning these people have a source of who they come from. The point is, right? Read.
But Israel.
But who?
Israel.
But who?
Israel.
What did God call us? God called us Israel. Read on.
Does not know.
Read that again.
But Israel does not know.
Israel do not know. Read on.
My people do not consider.
So what is God prophesying? Exactly what you said. I don't know. But guess what? The problem is we don't consider.
Right.
Right now, you're considering who you are. So the next step should be what? We gotta find out. Okay, I don't know I'm Israel. Show me. That's what you should be thinking right now. Get Deuteronomy. Now, 1 Kings 8, verse 46. What we're about to do now is show you that you are the children of Israel.
That's right.
That's what we're gonna show you. Watch this. Read 1 Kings chapter 8, start at verse 47. Verse 46.
The book of 1 Kings, chapter 8, and verse 46.
Huh.
If they sin against thee, for there is no man that sinneth not.
Did we sin against God by raising hands? We sinned against God, right? This is Solomon talking about it. He said, we sin against him. No man sinneth not, meaning we all did some stuff, right? Read on.
And thou be angry with them.
And God be what?
Angry with them.
God gets angry when we sin against him. Y'all hear that? Read on.
And deliver them to the enemy.
Let's stop right there. God says, when we sin, I get angry and I will do what? Shelby, what did he say? Read it again for him.
And deliver them to the enemy.
What did he say?
Deliver them to the enemy.
So when we sin, God gets angry, and what's the last thing happens? He says, send us to the devil. What did it say? Reprimands, punishes, right? What you got? What did that say? He sin against me, I'm going to sin you against what? Read it again. I want y'all to say what the Bible is saying so it can make sense. Read.
And deliver them to the enemy.
So when we sin against God, he gets angry. What happens? There you go. He deliver us to the enemies.
Right.
Keep reading.
So that they carry them away captive.
What did the enemies do?
Carry them away captive.
What did the enemies do?
Carry them away captive.
Now I got a historical question. What race of people carried black people away as captives? Sister, I'm gonna start with you. Who carried us away captives? You know what captive means? Prisoner or slaves.
Caucasian.
Who did this to us?
White.
Caucasian.
David?
White.
Says whites. Shelby, you agree? How about you, sis?
Caucasian.
Ah, I like that. Caucasian, whites. All three of y'all is 100% correct. Read it again.
That they carry them away captives unto the land of the enemy.
Now I got a next question. The Caucasians did it, but what form of transportation did they do it with? Say it again, Shelby. Get Deuteronomy 28, verse 68.
Get out.
Let's see what the Bible says about what he just stated. Is it in the Bible? Is it true? David says in there. What you think? She on the edge. I see. It's okay. It's all right, sister. That's why you up here right now. You gonna learn your history. Watch this. Read.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
God is gonna bring us into Egypt. Egypt means slavery. Let's get that in Exodus 20 and 2. So what we read in Deuteronomy, he says that he will bring us into Egypt.
All of the enemy, them a go be a prey one day. Oh, what time for rise up, rise up. This are your kingdom of fall right now. Your time up, time up. This is the work of God. This are your kingdom reach to the stage of decadence. The water rise up and it's very evident. We come to claim our roots and take back our heritage. We were never savages, taken from the decayed state. Now my kindred wake, meditate in scriptures and increase with faith. While leading reach destruction await. Bind them kings with chain. Oh, what time to rise up, rise up. This are your kingdom of fall right now. Your time.
Hey, Shalom, Most High in Christ bless. This is Captain Immanuel. Subscribe to IUIC Arkansas on YouTube. First and foremost, scan that QR code. Follow us on all platforms to help us push this truth. Facebook, Instagram, X.com, TikTok, need I say more? Everything. Just type in IUIC Arkansas and hit the follow or subscribe button, alright? Most High in Christ bless.
Now I got a question before we read this. In ancient Egypt, was we ruling or was we servants? What you think?
Servants.
David said servants. What about you?
Mix of both.
Mix of both? Okay. What about you? Servants. So we got 2 out of 1. Guess what? Those 2 is correct. We were servants, period. Now when you say 2 and 1, I can see what you're saying concerning certain individuals that was of the people of God that was in rulership. Because you had Joseph. Joseph was in a specific piece of power in the time of Egypt. But guess what? His people was remained slaves.
Right.
So if one is a slave, we all slaves. You understand? So we was in Egypt as slaves. Alright? So read that.
Exodus chapter 20 and verse 2. I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt.
I am the Lord your God which brought you out of the land of Egypt. Read on.
Out of the house of bondage.
Out of the house of what?
Bondage.
So what does he call Egypt? Bondage or what? Prisoner or what else? There we go, David. David cooking, man. Slavery. That's what Egypt means, right? So let's go back to Deuteronomy. Watch this, read.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
So when he says he will bring us into Egypt again, what is he saying? Take the word Egypt out. What is he saying?
Back into the same situation.
What word?
Slavery.
Ah, shall be on point. Read it from the top. Read.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Or slavery again. Come on.
With ships.
How?
With ships.
How?
Ships.
God says Moses is prophesying slavery.
That's right.
And we went into it. This is what we're reading out the Holy Bible, y'all. Prove it to you. This is a black man's book.
That's right.
This is our history, brothers. We don't got to search no more. We got it here. God says, you will go into slavery on ships because you broke my laws. You sinned against me and I got angry. So I said, slavery for you. But you're going to learn. Because guess what? He's waking us up now. His mercy is here. But you got to take hold of it. Don't think it's a game. You better hear what you hear and do something with it. Keep reading from that Deuteronomy 28 and 68.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
He's going to bring us into slavery again.
With ships.
On ships. That's how we got here. The Caucasians did it. Guess what? The Caucasians is the English. The Caucasians is the Dutch. The Caucasians is the Spaniards. The Caucasians is the Europeans. Every form of white people sent you into slavery. That's what God is saying. It wasn't just them. It was the Arabs too. It was the Chinese man. It was the Africans. Because we ain't Africans.
That's right.
We're the same shade, but we ain't the same people. That's what God is saying. They sent us into slavery because we broke his laws. Read on.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again.
By the way I'm saying it, the way he's saying it, you're not going to see your homeland. Because when they carried us away captive, they took us away from our homeland. Read on. And there, when you got off the slave ships, I got another question. When we got off these slave ships, what happened to us first and foremost?
Stripped everything.
Okay, they stripped everything. What else? Huh? Yeah, they beat us. But something happened before that too. I want all y'all to come forth. Come look. I want y'all to look close at this telegram. This is a real telegram that took place during the early 1800s. Say it again, sister.
They sold us.
She said they sold us. What about you, Davey? You agree? Okay, we got 2. Shelby, what about you? Okay, I want y'all to read it. Somebody help me out.
The highest price.
All persons that have slaves to dispose of will do well by giving me a call, as I will give the highest price for men, women, and children. Any person that wishes to sell will call at Hill's Tavern and Shannon's Hill for me, and the information they want will promptly be attended to.
So wait a minute. What did he just say? If you got something for sale, I'm going to buy. Here's my number. This is what he did. This is a real telegram that took place during the early 1600s. Our history. But guess what? It started in the Bible. So read it from the top. I want to keep that thought in your head. We were sold, like the sis said. Read.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
You go into slavery again.
With ships.
On ships.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee.
Come on.
Thou shalt see it no more again.
Uh-huh.
And there.
And there, when you got off the slave ships, what happened? Read.
Ye shall be sold.
Ye shall be what?
Be sold.
Ye shall be what?
Be sold unto your enemies for bondmen,
For slave men
and bondwomen,
and slave women.
and no man shall buy you.
Meaning what? When we were sold, men rose up time after time to deliver us from that captivity. Nat Turner tried, they killed him. You had the civil rights era, Malcolm X, MLK, Gabriel Prosser. All these men tried to redeem us, but they could not. Because you want to know why? It's of the Lord. The only one that's going to redeem us is Jesus, the black Messiah.
That's right.
That's who's going to save us. And we are the proof of it.
That's right.
Because he saved us out of a lot of hell we was going through. And he said, you're going to do what I say now. And shut up and do it. That's what we're doing now. We said, Lord, we're going to follow. We're going to stumble. We're going to make mistakes. But as long as we follow him, he going to give us everlasting life.
What is a nation? Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's support. Nation is children with role models.